Welcome back to another Habs Nation Podcast with the hockey coach, local franchise directly for before country at Thailand. What amazing, great the Monday night. Crazy, the week is already done. It's already start February 19, 2024. And we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens tonight. We have a couple of conversations. We're going to through this a couple of hours together and see what happening. It's a busy day in NHL today because, first of all, in Canada, it's a family holiday, and then in the USA is the President Weekend, and everybody is celebrate that day. So that's the reason we decided to come here because the NHL have over 13 games, I believe, today, and they still have 2 games in action right now in NHL. And most of those games are already done and over. Honestly, and NHL. So that's going to happen tonight. Hopefully, an amazing, great weekend. Holidays are 3 days if you live in USA. If you live in Canada, do some of you have 3 days holidays, of course. And then if not, but you have 5 days of work from Monday to Friday. But the only thing you're going to know is the Hockey Nation and the Habs Nation are always here every single night talking about the Montreal Canadiens. So that's what we got tonight, guys. So thanks everybody to be a part of the show tonight. And look like, I don't know, Léon Renault, 3-1 Senator, Ottawa Senator 3. Yes, I'm watching the game live, Léon. Tampa Bay, I don't know, guys. The NHL is really weird this year. I cannot figure out one specific team is going to win the Stanley Cup or are really good. Like you said, they dominate since day number 1, October 11, 2023. Yeah, team have a slum all the time. It's crazy. Winnipeg today. Then you have Islanders don't do well. The Devils try to come back. The Rangers have their slum looking a little bit better. The Boston Bruins finally they won today. Dallas Star, it's crazy. Honestly, Vancouver went like 10-7 today against Minnesota Wild. 10-7, 17 goals. The last time I saw that, it was at the Beer League and Montreal. I'm just kidding. But again, 2 hat-trick. Erickson have 6 points. He finished the day with plus and minus 0. Unbelievable. Something strange is going on in NHL this year, but we'll see happening about that. We have King of Gamer is in the house tonight. Welcome back, King. Thanks to be with us today. Marco Larabie knocked the door. Thanks to Marco would be with us on this evening. And but we're going to talk again. First of all, guys, the subject of the night is a little bit different because I have a couple of subjects, and I want to talk about the Steph Zilla. Of course, Slafkovsky, the Playmaker players. Then I'm going to talk about Kirby Dach, a leader. Marco talked about him yesterday in the show. I want to give you a little bit more deeper the personality of Kirby Dach and what the reason they call him now a leader for the Montreal Canadiens. And then finally, I want to talk about Martin St. Louis tonight because I think Martin St. Louis, he does not get the credit he should get since he's behind the bench. So I want to go a little bit more deeper about Martin St. Louis tonight. And of course, yesterday, this morning, we did the video, Commitment Leader, Work Ethic of Kirby Dach. This is all the headline of Marco Larabie last night. And he really hit the nail on that one because we get a lot of good comments and the viewers about this video. So all the credit is about Marco for sure on that one. Franco Iacano is in the house tonight. We'll see what we got this one over there. The Ottawa Senators just scored a goal, 4-1. Senator is a team, you don't know what's going on with them. Is a team can be a very good team. It could be a very bad team. Honestly, that's what we believe on them. And that's going on with them. I feel like it would be Colorado or Vegas for the Cup is going to be wide open if they both get eliminated. Absolutely right about this, King. Again, the Kings, right? I think each division conference, they have 6 teams. You can mention their name over there. Again, Toronto, guys. No, not necessarily going to win the Stanley Cup, but Toronto without Morgan Riley, they win. It's crazy. I'm telling you right now, I'm not lying to you. It's a crazy wild season so far. We'll see happening about this. Three at these, Leon Renault, about that one there. You're absolutely right about this. Look, the person, maybe team are pacing themselves for the last stretch. Yeah. Honestly, look, the next couple of weeks will give us a bit more an idea who's going to become a buyer, a seller, who is going to believe they can go all the way to the end, and will be interesting about that. Now, Brendan Point scored a goal for 2 now for the Ottawa Senators. Tampa Bay got destroyed by the Florida Panthers last game by the score of 9-2, by the way. Leon Renault, Sean Manel scored his 17, 18, 19 goal of the year. Hat-trick again is ex-team, the Calgary Flame. And but not good enough. The Flame came back with 6 goals to win by the score 6-3 against the Jets. Jonathan Huberdeau, 2 points today. And Wegar is going to consist performing with them. And Kadri have another, I think, 1 or 2 goals for them. The Flame, I think they stopped the slum. I think they was lost the last 3 games, if I can follow this very well. Luc Fortin is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Luc. Thanks about our Canadian show. Hopefully, you're doing well, Mr. Luc. Leon set 4-1 for Ottawa Senator. Any thought about the new goalie signed Casimir Casquisio? 270 goal again average, 926, I believe, is a save percentage with the Laval Rocket. 30 years old, draft play only 1 game in NHL from Sweden, from Finland, if I can recall it properly. Look, this is a better situation with him over Man, and then he back up very well Toews, where Toews have a great second half of the year. Now, that would guarantee a little bit more shaker if ever something happened to the goaltender injury for the Montreal Canadiens, or they trade some goaltender from Montreal. I think it's bring more some depth about this. And it's always got, last year they have a Kevin Poulin with Laval Rocket, 31 years old. And they maybe guess at the beginning of the year to be fine with Man and Toews, but it was not good enough, I believe. And then that's happening now for the Laval Rocket. That's, it's a 6-3 goaltender. Duwelson is with the Laval Rocket so far. And but again, like I mentioned, it's a good signature. Only 1 volley or 1 way with the Laval Rocket. We'll see if he can get another contract next season about that. So great point, Franco. It was one of my subjects on the news on Montreal Canadiens today. So Franco, hopefully that answer your question about the goaltender of the Laval Rocket. Marco Larabé, we talk about Martin Zoué as a progressive coach. Who do you think is the most innovative coach of all the time that changed the game the most? This is that's a great question about that. You have to think a little bit farther. I know I'm going to be a little bit critical about that, but I think a guy like Jacques Lemaire is one of them, I believe, in my opinion, because he used a system to change the game, honestly. That's one of them. Make an impact on on during those years of that. That's one came on my head right away. For sure, Marco. Coach, do you think I won the NHL for Kaprizov trade after tonight? I had put in a tap on that one. Look like you got that one for King. I think you, again, looking good on your fantasy trade so far. King. Mr. Gary Connery knocked the door. Welcome back, Mr. Gary. Ready? Hopefully you have a good day behind the wheel of the UPS truck, Gary Connery. Not too much busy over there. RJ Calabo knocked the door tonight. The Boston Bruins signed Justin Brazeau, 2 years contract, $1.5 million. I think he signed, he scored a goal, I believe, if I can write. KLS is in the house tonight. KLS, welcome back. Thanks to the Canadian show. The Carolina Hurricane, the last time I watched, it was 4-1 for them. So I don't know if we are on that situation over there. But Let me check this one. 4 5-2. Sorry about that. 5-2. Michael Bunting scored his 13th goal of the year. For that, Roger Delaney is in the house. Welcome back, Roger. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great Monday. I thought to go around, guys. This is going to be a Monday night template where we talk about everything NHL, Montreal Canadiens. Any question? I'm here for you guys. I thought to take a day off. I'm going to take a day off tomorrow night. And but I said, you know what? Let's talk about hockey. We have a big day today in hockey. A lot of goal everywhere. Edmonton beat Arizona by 6-3. Arizona, guys, 0-9-1 in the last 10 games. Andre Tourigny in the bad situation. I'm not sure about that, but not looking good in Arizona Coyotes right now. 0-9-1. When the last time a team played a game with 3 different players earning a hat trick, they have to go in the 1990s, I believe. I would not be surprised if they have to go all the way there. I think they talk about the fact you have 4 players with 4 points. That's came to for the last 18 years, King of Gamer. Well, they went for the Detroit Red Wings. KLS will come back again, the Kraken, I believe. KLS. Great point, great performance. Again, Lucas Raymond finally, well, it was not a slump. It was not overall. Score a goal today. And Detroit need that W because they have some pressure come for the bottom, like Devils right now. So that's a good point about this KLS. The Detroit consistently performing. Steve G directly from Arvada. Not Arvada, for Denver downtown. Steve, the Colorado Avalanche finally got a W. That will helping them for sure. Thanks for the next like we got. You're welcome, Franco. 4-2 back in the house. Welcome back, 4-2. Hopefully you have an amazing great day. Thursday, KLS Avalanche visits the Red Wings. The whole hockey time, right? Claude Lemieux, Bro Bird, and all those. Patrick Roy, I can go all the way like that. Think if I have Roger Nelson on the list too, one of the first start using video. Yeah, I think Roger Nelson is one of them. What about Herb Brooks? That would be a good one. Roger Nelson, honestly, is a good one for sure, Marco. Very good answer. Patrick Leblanc back in the house. Who brought in the Red Wing lock with Slafkovsky and Montreal to eliminate the Penguins? If you remember, that was innovative. Zali, the ZZ top NHL players, Slafkovsky, post of his career, played with the Pittsburgh Penguins, the number 33. Zali. KLS Marco, absolutely at that scoring does again. Razor consecutive game with goal 2-2 on the road trip. Acceptable, KLS. Yeah, I agree with you. After a difficult start of the trip, got destroyed, I believe, by the Vancouver and the Winnipeg Jet, if I'm right. I could be wrong there. Mr. Hulk is back in the out Detroit with a left winger lock and usually defensive system. Ran the hockey in the late 1990s. Here we go. Okay, talk about the trap. Franco, the coach who pulled this goalie out at 4 minutes, I believe the coach who agreed to passing the puck back at one under in the offensive zone and the power play. 2, boo, Franco, about that. Yeah, do we consider Suzuki Fedorov as an innovative during the overtime? He removed the goaltender to play 4 versus 3. KLS, Scotty Bowman did the left wing lock and Detroit. KLS for that one. Coach question. Bring your question tonight. I'm open up for each question. Who is the Ab worst overall player in your opinion? Who is the Ab worst overall player in your opinion? Now, for you, you have maybe to tell me a little bit more. Are you talking about right now? Or in the history in Montreal, or a specific time you want to talk about? Don't hesitate to answer my question, and I will answer back to you definitely about that. For this, Patrick, that year, Ab played Rivet as forward to shut down Pittsburgh, and the playoff was that Carbonneau. Yeah, possibly was. to pass that rule did not help either. Marco, I know they did with Zelensky. To back Vancouver was 4-1, was not set destroyed, but it was ugly at Edmonton. There you go. It was maybe Edmonton for that one. I apologize. You're right about this. For you said, I think it's Anderson for that one. If you think about right now, overrated. That's a good question. Right now, for the Montreal Canadiens, I have to go with Tanner Pearson, in my opinion. I think he never recovered for his injury. Carry on $3.5 million. He got time to prove something with Montreal. Play first line, second line, third line. He struggled since he come back for his injury, by the way. And does not help the Montreal Canadiens to make a trade at the third line to get something back in return. So for me, overrated right now is Tanner Pearson because of his performance. He's done everything but score. He's still good physical before checking. I said Gallagher about that. I will not go with Gallagher. If you look about his productivity of Gallagher, guys, he have 8 goals, 8 assists, if I can be right, for a total of 16 points. He played an average, 12 minutes, 13 minutes per game. And the most important thing about Gallagher, guys, he dominate before he got hurt. Before he got suspended, he was the leader on the X goal for on the analytics. So, chance to score a goal, right? He was one of the. He is a leader with the Montreal Canadiens at some point. So I will not go with Gallagher. Forget his $6.5 million, right? He played a specific role inside the Montreal Canadiens, not like he was before. But I will say to you that way. For that year, they surprised the Penguins and got swept by the Sabres and instantly at Dominic Hachek. And Moog played for that Montreal game, one of the weirdest thing ever. Same with Gilmore. Also, where see a plaquette that loses is Italy Grange. Yeah, and Moog and Doug Gilmore says something like that. Like I would say to you, Wayne Gretzky and Martin Brodeur with the St. Louis Blues. I think that's two players I believe that fit in the Blues jersey. For that one. Willie Snyder back in the house. Willie Snyder, Mr. Willie, directly from Avada. I would like to hear what's going on today on the final for the Moose. One was looking at, I believe, 2019, I believe, if I can recall it, for 13 game, I believe. How many games he played, Picanet? Plekanec. Thomas Plekanec. He plays 17 games. He has 2 assists for 17 games. He played an average of 11 minutes, 17-18 for Plekanec with the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Montreal Canadiens got in return second round pick 2018. With Kirby Raquel and Rinat Valiev. That's all. For Thomas Plekanec. You got that one, everybody. RHP, look, not a bad choice, Hulk, today. Woody Echoes, thanks for the good luck. Outlet fall 6-3 to the Lincoln, Nebraska. A rank a team. Again, the Bantam beat the boys. Played solid today. There we go. Sorry to hear that. The Lincoln, Nebraska. The Lincoln Star. I don't know if they call them. No, it's almost a star. Uh, they have a team at USHL, by the way, Woody. Ad trade a player to the league, 16 or 17 maybe. He then signed with the Ad again before he retired. Well said, Marco. Elliott, what a good move, Steve. He come back for 3 games with Ab just to play his 1,000 game retired. Bergeron refused to do the same for Markov. But the problem with that part, Patrick, Markov won a contract of 2 years. Bergeron doesn't want to give him a 2 year contract. That was the reason behind that. Basically got the Canadiens for the playoff. Leon Renault, absolutely about that. Can I believe how quickly people have turned on RHP this year? What is the performance, Marco, overall? 1 goal in 24 games. That's his biggest problem right now. A little bit like Jake Evans, 4 goal. But prior to that, you have back-to-back goal the last week. But before that, you have only 2 goals in 50 games maybe. So this is one reason. Whatever you play on the third line, fourth line, you use a specific role. You have to produce at some point, and if you cannot produce, it's not going to work very well. So that's the reason for RHB. The expectation for RHP after he scored 14 goals and 34 games, I believe, it was higher for the fans and for a lot of people here. They thought he was going to be the next Gallagher for the Montreal Canadiens. And turned around to not be that way so far for RHP. I think RHP was a guy who was overhyped. I know he looked like Gallagher, but he was play 51 minutes and online first for all the time. Last year, shot a super high shot percentage. A great point about that. Some players pop up at the start their career in NHL. They have a great start of the career when NHL, then they disappear. Hammond, one of them. And then you can go with goaltender of Michel, a guy on the LDS, on the TVS Sport. Anyhow, that's, it is what it is. But I think this is the biggest problem for RHP right now. RHP should be on the second line. Look like Watson. Oof. I don't know if Montreal have a second line anyway. If you think about that, who is the second line for Montreal Canadiens? Other than they. Par contre, also represent himself to no agent, Marco. Yeah, I don't even think Pinard was been bad. He just need new teammates and more ice time to perform for RHP. For what you got, guys, for RHP, this is you get. What you saw him, this is you got. That's it. That's all. It is what it is. Yeah, but IHP positively impact the game on the other way. I never expect him to produce at that level with Silver a full player on the four line. Yeah, he's on the four line for sure, but still, I think the expectation was a bit higher for him because of his success last season. Philippe Lecavalier is a RHP agent. Look at Lafortune. CG Manias Arena, Thursday, Pionnier visit Miami. Here we go. Mr. Claude Richard back in the house. Welcome back, Claude, directly from Ottawa. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great start of your week. A great point about that, Patrick. I think that's what the expectation people right there. One Pinal come back, I think is worth it, honestly, to try him as a second line role outside of the line 1 and 3, or a line I like no production at all. The sharp play, not bad with the Boston coach. Slav next contract will cost the Ab a few dollars if this progression continues to rise. Yes, Gary, I agree with you about that. Um, but at the end, I think it would be similar at Jack Hughes, Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield. He's going to be 21 years old. He turned 20 next month. So I think there will be that kind of range for that part, Gary, for um, for this RHP is borderline American again for that. That's my expectation for now, Patrick, about him. So for sure there will be about this, and we'll see what happening for the rest. Now I try to get something going on here. I'm going to turn around here. So, like Franco asked this question earlier today on the show, the goaltender of the Finland signed his contract with the Laval Rocket, so he's going to finish the season with the Laval Rocket. Laval Rocket, I believe, right now they are out of the playoff, and the American Hockey League. And but that signature is good for the Laval Rocket. They have some kind of goaltender, like I said earlier. I think that would be a good way to finish the year and then see what's going to happen with him next season about that. For you, said what do you think of Slafkovsky next contract look like? I would say to you exactly like Cole Caulfield and Nick Ski on the range of 8-8, like Jack Hughes got last, 2 years ago, I believe. Mr. Rick Bengal is in the house, directly from the lake house with the beautiful Demetra. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great couple of days, Mr. Rick. I think I can get Slav 8 years, 7.5. Yeah, that's the range that we expect, like they did with the rest for that, for sure. Leon Renault about Slafkovsky. So this is the news, the Montreal Canadiens that guys we got today. Some rumor around Michael Pesada. The Vancouver Canucks are interested to Michael Pesada. So for me, I would say let him go with whatever they want to give back to for Montreal Canadiens. He still have 1 more year contract with the Montreal next season. So why to trade him? Because you open a spot for the young players to develop. Emil Eneman, example. Let play Jesse Allen, and I can go that way, that part. I understand he played a role. I understand he hit. I understand he gained some kind of the four line. But for me, how we developing players, or we keep Pesada and the future for Montreal Canadiens. That role could be played by Josh Anderson, by the way. So I will have no problem to trade Michael Pesada to tomorrow and open the door for a player coming from the Laval Rocket or the player we have already in the lineup, and they don't have a lot of minute on the ice. Pesada play 8 minutes, he plays specific role, I understand that. But I think at some point we have to move on for Michael Pesada. If Vancouver want it, let him to get him. So that would be on that one there. Marco have two massive knee injury miss mostly of the 2 seasons, but always receive his high paycheck. Montreal treatment love affair. They should have accepted less money about that one there. I think the money was not this. I think it was just the fact like 2 years versus 1 year. I could be wrong. How about that 10-7 while the game Canucks today, Cadas, yeah, what a crazy game. Trade Pesada, many hit, but that's all he brings to the game. Zev Laka, welcome back in the house. Zev, take a couple of days off, my friend. Hopefully doing well, Zev. And let's see. Fortu Pesada is a guy we should not trade. We need physicality and our bottom line and his consistency top and our hits. One is leave. What happening if Jacka get hurt? That's because the hockey is not that way anymore, guys. That's the reason behind that. If you look about the four line for the Montreal Canadiens, right? Let's put Jake Evan on the four line. Let's put Jesse Allen, right, on the four line with Michael Peseta. All of them are what? 3 goal, 4 goal, and 3 goal. So the four line for the Montreal Canadiens, guys, is approximately 11 or 12 goal. You got from all of them this year. That's it. That's all. That's not enough. That's not good enough. You have a line for a line to produce more goal. And I think you need more skilled, talented players, right? Marco talked about RHP. Do you prefer RHP over Michael Peseta or Peseta over RHP? Again, this is only a suggestion. I ask you about that. I don't have no answer for you, but that's what I would expect for that. Can you properly develop players and Peseta for line minute? Not again moving him, but not gonna move the need either way. About that, Patrick, coach, if I was bring up today that Ab could trade Allen to Colorado and get Johansson, would you do it? No, I would not do it. Ren Johansson, not at all. Not because Jake Allen. It's because who is Johansson? You always trade to get someone fit on your culture and your team. And to get Ren Johansson for the next year at $4 million, you have Christian Dvorak at $4.5 million, and then you have Kirby Dach, and then you have Nick Suzuki. So your line of the bottom six, it could be approximately $8.5 million per year. And Johansson had what, 9 goals this year? Dvorak have what, a couple of goals? No, I would not do it. Peseta has have a great day, and the Sun would have if he has a chance to get a Stanley Cup ring. Good for him, for Franco. Anderson could play with the eggs on his pocket and not break at them, coach. Yeah, very disappointed what Josh is doing right now. And we don't have no excuse. I don't have no excuse. So I don't have anything about that. Did he carry on an injury? I don't know. Definitely the chemistry right now with him and his center Jake Evans and Tanner Pearson does not work for sure about that. Look, working a lot, coach, but no problem, Zeph. We understand. I was just teasing you, my friend. 4-2 said, Coach, I get that we don't need only grits, but we still need some. Without the grits, we all look at soft and get injured. That's what happened last year. We lost Jekai and Peseta, and we all got hurt. My point to you, I always said for you, can we get more grits for a better defense, a better skilled players? But I can understand where your point of view for two. Well, you put a player who is 6 in the NHL and hit the bite and play 8 minutes per game. For sure, people will look at him. Peseta is fine for that part over there. I don't know, should not be on the 4 line, Marco Larabi, but that's what's happening right now with the Montreal. That's the problem you have because you have Gallagher in front of him, Anderson, and then you have Slafkovsky. Or Caulfield, whatever you want to call it, just like Marco. One Reeve last fight, I believe it was white fight. Jack mentioned agree about that, Leo. One Reeve last fight, I believe it was with Jakai game changing. I agree, Leon. Patrick, like Michael Peseta, that's a team packed with guys like Hanneman or HP. We need a sandpaper. Go, Shuttle moving. They gotta go. Sorry, goes. Moving day, not a problem. Roy, see you next time. RHP can fit on the 4 line because usually it's an energy line. They play PK. Marco Labi. Mr. AK in the house. Welcome back, AK. Foot should be used the balance of the year to play Allen on the top 9. It does not improve that time to move on. I see something will happen there. Marco is become an RFA next year. So I think it will be the time for him to go that direction for that. RDP is in the house. And welcome back, RDP. Hopefully doing well in the family. As he said, is a waste of the talent play on the 4 line for Luc Laverson. Patrick, I think Ab need a center and Ab New Hook play on the developing as a winger. New Hook is a center. It was a time about that, Patrick. He's right now center, Patrick, because he have an injury is Christian Dvorak. So one Kirby Dach coming back next year. You're going to have Kirby Dach, Nick Suzuki. Then you have Christian Dvorak and Jake Evans. So Alex Newhook is going to be on the top 9 for the Montreal Canadiens. So you don't have anything else to be worried about that. He's right now on that position because Montreal Canadiens lost 2 center on that one, Patrick. He can play on the lineup as a dead guy as need. That's why I prefer him over Peseda. You cannot really move Peseda up. Peseda is only a 4-line, meaning a 4-line. ISP would need to prove he can play in the top 9. About that one there. 800 assists for Patrick Kane today, obviously, for that. Who do you think the most underrated app players on the current roster? I heard a lot of fun answer for this one. I said Madison. It's not a bad answer about that for this. You're going to see people will not like it for sure. But can we consider Montembeau that way? That's a good question about that. Monsieur Nartap knocked the door. Yeah, look at, but I just don't see RHP being long-term solution for the top 9. Okay, for him to replace one, you have injuries for that one. Talking about the RHP, not Anderson. Look at $4 and the first 2. Yes, Andy, I watched the game. The Arizona was playing a good game, by the way, AK. My only concern, AK, right now for the Oilers is the consistency. I saw the first 2 period, a little bit what we saw under Woodcroft at the beginning of the year, AK. And then you can see the offensive open up at the 3rd period. So for me, I would say to you, they need to step up a little bit more to play more as a team. Rand McLeod have a good game, by the way. Not really in our top. As the NHL is going to go that direction. Now, yes, 10-7, it's a high. 9-2, 9-2, it's high. I agree with you about that. But until the trade deadline, could be some kind of stuff. I agree with you. Rick, go, but I will score some big goal for Canucks and playoff like Lekonen did, but he scored 9 timely goal. IHP is taking step back this season without injury. Not good for his future. I feel the same way, Gary. But like you said, Marco, right? For me, RHP, like Peseda, David Savard, Jake Allen, Joel Armia, Jake Evans, Gallagher, Anderson, if you include Pearson there, right? They are all the player on the transition for the Montreal Canadiens. So, in the next 2 years, Maybe one of them and maybe two of them going to survive. Maybe because Gallagher contract or whatsoever it is. All of them will be out at some point. And that's my expectation for that. Ping game right now. I agree with you, Marco, about that one. It was similar what I was trying to say. Matthew took it easy today. Want to get his strategy at home in Arizona. Leon Renault. I think Rick, you guys, Luciano, or I think it's Rick. Rick, for many weeks, many months, and maybe in our top two or some other people, you always said Matthew's going to sign a contract when it's over with Arizona Canadiens. And I would say to you, no, he's not going to do this. He's going to stay with Toronto. And he did it. He did it. That's maybe his last game in Arizona, Leon Renault. The only one I can call it last year this time was Detroit visit Toronto, where it was at 10-12 Toronto. Yeah, that's a one call about this one for you, for this. Compare HP visit Amia and said easy to understand. One is initial player and the other one is Rice and the other is the HL. There you go. And our top not been no bet tonight. Boring night of hockey. Yes, only 2 games. Although have a great run, it's hard to keep playing at that pace. Absolutely right. Look, I'm sorry about that. The point behind that league, I was said, like Marcus said, right? They open up a lot of opportunity. The defensive zone coverage is a little bit lost right now. So, but I agree with you. Look about this. Suzuki is the MVP this season for Montreal. Without him, they will be bad as Chicago. That is a great point to say that. Mr. Trip W back in the house. Welcome back. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. Holders play a lot of game to finish the season. No rest, AK. Franco question, Coach, so other team have restaurants giving away chicken wings if the home team score 5 goals or more. There's some kind of promotion, Franco, around the team. I would say to you, in Florida Panthers, if every 5 game, 5 goal, they give something. I cannot recall it. I'm sure they have a team get with Hooters. I know you're going to laugh at me, but that's true. But I cannot tell you one specific team right now. It cannot come in my head. Looking like they can be as bad as Chicago. For that, RHP can call it up. Have the same expectation as someone like a Code Leroy this season. He just have a very good run for 2. About this one. I think we see some move this week. What is the biggest piece blocking the market? Calgary, guys. Yeah, I think Calgary is one of them. Danev and Anifin. Danev is easier, and Danev will open the door for the Montreal Canadiens at some point. If ever they trade Danev, you're going to see that what you get in return, and that would be my suggestion for that. But again, you know, we'll see how they're going to turn around this. But I would say to you, Danev is one of them for sure with Calgary are going to be a sailor. And attack Kevin McKenna passed 43 points last 19 again is ready for 2026. Could he be the next financial? Yeah, absolutely about this. Kevin McKenna, guys, we talked about him with me and William last season when he had a really great tournament at Yukon tournament at 15 years old in our top. So McKenna is the next for sure. Montreal has 3 Toronto players qui ont top 6 players as starting goalie. All Chicago are the same 6 young players. So it is Bedard and Jones. Winnipeg not play good since getting money and Gary Conroy. Their defensive is struggling for sure. Gary Brossois, his last 2 games did not play well. And the chemistry is not there yet, Gary. You is glad the trade for Mayan and was just as glad they trade him of the first round pick. I agree with you about this. I think so too. Tanev and the third, I think we'll get the trade to the Devils for Dawson Mercer. Yeah, interesting about that one over there. I don't think so. The Devil would trade Dawson Mercer for you. For it before trading Monahan, Ab was playing 500. Now is going downhill. Patrick, Monahan have nothing to do with that part. Patrick. La cage au sport, Patrick. Patrick, oh yeah, they are downhill, but it was been a close game. But a lot of them. Going at trick today for Monahan is normal to slum a bit when you new player come and fold. Plus, has not been himself since returning. Monahan is not part of the future. Not part of the future. Exactly what I'm thinking. I can confirm. Check out the holder's wings. Here we go, Willie. For you, that would be a huge overpay for usually would play this gives our high pick for Mercer. Monahan could won 100,000 if he got 4 goals for a lady, and he has 2 periods to get that one more. There we go. And our time McKenna is 9 on the scoring ability for a 16 years old Renee McClary. Here we go. Renee McClary. We talk about him helping the team development now with them again all over the page. The center to help is quite bad. I think McKenna born late December, William. I did not mind trading Monahan, but have still need to have a wood player British Road in there. Said one. That's the scary part. Imagine when he's really clicking. Would you sign Marchessault on a 2 years deal? Would you love to see Martin Saint-Louis Marchessault on the same team? It would be a great influence for the young guys. About that? I want to do it. He asked $7.2 million, and I want to sign Marchessault at $7 million. Not allowed. At 33 years old, he'll be 35 years old. At that kind of money, I would not do it. Not do it. As I mean, when it was in traffic, great for the kid from White Horse. Here we go. Otherwise, so cheap, they gave a coupon for a slice of pizza. Here we go, look. I knew it. I knew it. All right, guys, let's move on the subject. We're almost 10 o'clock. And first of all, guys, Habs Nation Podcast. Kirby Dach, a leader. Marco defined a lot of things about Kirby Dach yesterday. Great video, great comments by Marco and Tap after that. Well done for both of you, and it was really good to hear, the situation with Kirby Dach. And the reason behind that is Kirby Dach. What we heard by yesterday, it was involved the morning with the coaching staff. He had to put his comments about the game they played before that. And he was open up to hear how the preparation it takes for a coaching staff for the players. He was really impressed by the number of hours the coach show up, right? A coach guy, NHL show up earlier the morning, 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. They prepare their day. They prepare the practice. They prepare the meeting. And then, of course, they have the chef, the cook, their breakfast in the morning. I would love to have that. Anyhow, it's a lot of hours. But Doc, he was really impressed by that. He was involved with everything with the Montreal Canadiens. He keep Doc and the team. He's 23 years old, right? And you can see his leadership through that. I think that experience, it would improve him not only as a hockey player, but as a role model for the Montreal Canadiens as a leader. One thing we did not talk about this last night, and that's the reason I'm thinking I bring back Kirby Dach tonight, is Kirby Dach was a third overall pick. Expectation for the Chicago Blackhawks fans and for himself and the people around him, it was high on Kirby Dach. Unfortunately, injuries came to him quickly at a young age. But he grew his young hockey career around Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Brent Seabrook. All those players won the Stanley Cup 3 times with the Chicago Blackhawks. So at a young age, at 18 years old, to show up with this kind of organization, with that kind of players around you, you learn a lot what it takes to win, to become a leader, and the sacrifice you have to do to stay in the NHL and then to performing as a hockey player in the NHL. Those experience he got from those players is priceless. That put him at the next level at a young age to be a leader. Montreal Canadiens, like I mentioned to you, asked him last year to step up a little bit more for the young guests. He took Slafkovsky under his wing last year. All right? You see some kind of complementary. Before he got hurt at his second game, right? During the training camp and the first game, Slafkovsky was playing with Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach talked a lot to Slafkovsky last year. The up and down of the season of Slafkovsky. He showed to him some kind of role model for many weeks and months. Whatsoever at the beginning of the season, when Dach left, Slafkovsky was really down by his performance on the ice. He had no chemistry with Newhook, with any other players around the team, until they put all the three together with Suzuki Caulfield. Until then, people like Slafkovsky helped a lot from Dach, helping Slafkovsky to have a kind of mindset and understand what's going on around him. For me, this is a leader. To take a time the morning, you don't have to do that. And to have a staff like Martin Saint-Louis open up, really aggressive, a really innovative Martin Saint-Louis to bring players to come to the meeting and to listen, to watch, and to comment. It's feedback about the game, about different things around the team. It's rare happening in NHL. Could you imagine Sean Weber do it when he was hurt? No. So Dach did it. And I'm sure a long term that would pay him off for his career, this experience he got with Martin Saint-Louis and the staff. Meanwhile, he stay around the team. Meanwhile, he continues to growing to recovery, and then is involved with the team. So every conversation they have inside the meeting in the morning, he can understand a little bit more. He can maybe understand what he takes. And I think for me, this is what is more important things about that. Sometimes you not only learn the game on the ice or on the trenches, you learn the game on the videos when you watch the play again. You watch the game at different level of different tools you have around you. And I think this was a great idea by Martin Saint-Louis. But the most important thing we have to give credit is Kirby Dach. Like Marco described him over there. But for me, I want just to showing to you tonight or mention to you tonight his experience to be with Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews around him, and Seabrook help him to become who he is right now at a young age. And this is really, for me, important, good thing for Kirby Dach. He's going to be fine next year. He's going to recover. Hopefully, he's not going to be hurt. But this is a great news around the Montreal Canadiens for that one over there. Let's see what we got in the shot before I move on a little bit more. For that, not considering the injury players because they are injury. You can have somebody helping now for 2 years for that. If that is the lineup, we will have probably close the playoff, but with other money and have risk injury about that and stuff like that. Yes, what's up? I prefer not considering the injury. Patrick said, I prefer not considering the injury players because they are injured. You can have somebody helping now for 1 or 2 years I think the team is serious playoff contender should be on the 3 2 years. Instead of having New Hook getting the right amount of the reps as a winger, he has to play. He has to play at a winger. Clay is not a good center. It's a waste of the season for New Look. Not allowed. Not allowed, Patrick. Completely disagree with you. This is your opinion about New Hook. New Hook is a center winger. It's great for him to learning the how you can play as a center. It's easier to play as a winger. So this is a great play. You want to have Nick Bonino in the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens, Patrick. Nick Bonino. Are you killing me? You want to bring Ani Mazidov with the Montreal Canadiens. Why? Why? It's like, why not to give a chance for the player to develop at two positions at some point? It's like you gave up at some point already. This is the mindset you gave to as a coach. You said, you know what? You cannot play center. You're not good enough. We don't give you a chance. That's not the way you run the team. You have an opportunity right now to grow his game. And in the future, if you need a center, at least you have an injury. So it'd be like Jonathan Drouin. He picked up a center spot last year because he had too many injuries. But why to bring Nick Bonino in the hockey team, Montreal Canadiens? Are you kidding me? I'm really impressed with how Dach is stepped up as a leader with such leader experience as Habs. But that was a Mercer thought on the doing that. So kudos to Marty St. Louis right there. Well, Patrick, you set the team back another 2 years in the development of the contender. Ab was not keep injury players involved. No easy for a guy who is injured with a lot of time to waste. Keeping him involved is a good idea. Great about this, Patrick. We need to Dach LT for the full year. We'll wish this for every player's triple W about that. Most players would mail it and wanted rehabbing a serious injury like that would not stay involved with the team, Marco. That's something Montreal Canadiens did, Marco, like you said last year. Look, Coffee last year was around. Kirby Dach was around. Coley. Everybody was around last year. Whatsoever they have injuries, nobody left for that. Mr. Beat Vancouver 10-7. Yep, right. It's easy to get out of the shape when you are injured. But it's difficult, more difficult, triple W, to come back in the game after that. That's the most difficult thing about this. Look, the performance went out of Josh Anderson. Look, Tanner Pearson. Look, many injuries players got. When they come back, when the season is where we are right now, on the peak of the season, you'll completely have a difficult time to come back normal for that. Yes, especially at Dach, a young age, to Marco, I believe, is a player only 60 games with Ab, and the last season, when a guy is that new, they look up to people, not Dach. We disagree on how the manager develop a contender. Monahan is an injury away, then you have to be do players used it right, and training is to get another first-round pick. I agree with you. That's why I will not be again Marchessault for 2 years. If Ab can make room for him by moving out of a couple of guys, he can hit over 2 years. Will not be an issue. How about that? For that one. For that. Marco, I will not say Marchessault, guys. You don't guy at 35 years old. I would say to you, why not to say you are a guy. Marco, you told me don't sign Steven Stamkos. I repeat to you guys to get Stamkos in October. He a leader. He know what to do. It would be a great example for Cole Caulfield for the rest of the team. The cost come with. But for me, Montreal is a 1 year. Only 1 year, Montreal, to get those kind of UFA like Rantanen, many others UFA in 2025, 2026. Leon Tresado. Marchessault or Tresado? Rantanen or Marchessault? Too much money at $7 million for him. Injury is the main pain and painkiller. Good for the ad, helping the players stay positive, and send with great point about it. Present with a growing cap, Marchessault contract thought should be looked bad as we think. Zap and say it's okay to trade money in, but you will still need to replace him with a veteran for a little while. Patrick, you don't need that. We don't need that. You have right now Christian Devorak, Jake Evans, next year Bernard Gignac, right now. Looking great. Mr. Randy Walkman in the house. Welcome back. Randy, money I've had trick today, but but the Flame won today 6-3. Evan is a veteran who play as rookies. Patrick, Dach leave with Seabrook. Here we go, Marco. That's a great point about this. Free agent will we will get them. Your terminate the conversation. The problem is not the team overpay for them. If Dach could be healthy player on his career, I think it could be a more valuable overall que Caulfield. To be honest, they will be similar point until God is 6'4" with leadership. Don't go nowhere, guys. I have a big questions coming to you the next 15 minutes. I want to hear you guys. I know I'm going to get hammered, but it's okay. And Artab is not with me, so I'm going to protect Artab tonight. Or maybe we should invite Artab to join me and to ask this question to him. How you feel about that? Artab, would you like to join me? Well, did that and the first period, 3 goals. Marchessault would be more to help them to competitive, similar role for Montreal. Anderson point for Mon. Again, $7 million? Not at all. Not at all. No, 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 no. $7 million. That's a point by Mon. October 1, November 1, December 9, January 2, February 2. Not really contributing in our tap. Weber did not need to be around the team, just like Price does not need to be around the team. Hulk. You don't develop and the losing culture with American Hockey League for that. Patrick. Then you just gave up a 5 straight goal and got spanked at 6-3. Every day, Manen has been solid for the Jets so far. I agree with you most of the chat about New Hook. The Ricochet is better at the wing. Because I have 3 American Hockey work sent right now. I disagree with you, Patrick. Disagree with you. Who are they, Patrick? Who are they? And it's inconsistent as if they would be playing a New Hook at the wing if the rack was healthy. Here we go, Marco. That's my point behind that. I've been a little bit disobedient with New Hook, Randy. I was afraid for the Jet that Monet would be fall bad before the past 2 games. At 0.4 game. Now 4 goals and 6 games. Happy to see him still doing well with the ice time. Carey Price experiment worked with the goalies last year. It was a great move, but don't see him this year in our tap. Another sign of the good culture or a leader player arrived this summer. Zev, I will be honest, I feel like ever Odyssey in Montreal, by the way, Cinco, is a way too old. Zef. So, Zef, tell me something, Zef. Cinco's 34 and Marchessault 33. Get Renton on his contract goes. The Avalanche won't have the money to sign him, and he can be a sniper with Slafkovsky on the first, second, on the second. Renton will not come to Montreal. Patrick, Devorek, Gignac, Evans, New Hook as center or ultimate generic player at that position. They bring 0+0 upside as centers. What is the question? And our tap, New play at center cannot really use his speed, Patrick. Cinco at 50 point 53 game. Here we go. Just feel the Habs management will want a little more of veteran presence. You said he will decide dependent if the young guys can ready to take over the team for that one. I don't like the hot seat, Randy. Yeah, I think it was not Peter Desempresen. Question: Evans has played in the NHL for the past 3 seasons. Is not an American equivalent. Is this not in the right chair right now? That's my point behind that. Gary, I was trying to bring that conversation that way. Gary, well done. Sanko said 100% stay in Tampa Bay. Marco. Marco, I'm not saying you're wrong about that, but I will say to you one thing, Marco. If Tampa Bay out of the playoff or Tampa Bay get eliminated the first round, Julien Brisebois is strong. Like, he have a heart. He's he's not like Bergevin. Like Julien Brisebois will not try to protect the player just because he have a good career in Tampa. He always he tried to win. And he feel the best thing to win is maybe without St. Goals at $9 million per year. Now, can St. Goals accept a 3 year contract at $5 million? $6 million? I'm not sure. For that. But I can understand your point of view. Coach, both are Marchanto and Sanko are all they bring level at this time. Yeah, that's my point behind that, Zeph. Want to stay in Tampa, he also no way getting a bigger contract he has right now. Management has just been lazy away until paying him. Tampa as a cap issue would not be surprised if they let him walk. Here we go. Marco, keep him in our top. Walk. This is what we got, guys. We have two co-O's never on the same page. They one go that way and the one go that way. That's the beauty of what we do here. Don't forget to click on the likes. So bring little value. 25 goal, a heart of the warrior. I prefer to put a knee down a couple of years and stand up, approach the Rangers, use that whatever 10 hit and miss rebuild plan at the Coyotes, Sabres, etc. I don't think so far all is a captain. He's been a face of the franchise for 15. Why not let him walk and one? You can probably sign him for that, Patrick. We just got Panarin and Fox fast track. Marco will not be included. Marchessault, Philippe Best, 34 years old. Sanko will stay in Tampa or he will sign in Florida. Oof. Can you imagine Sanko with the Panthers? It's like Tel Hunter signed with the Montreal Canadiens. I think you should do a 3.7 million to St. Coles with no move clause. That would also be a suit. They would refuse. But what's said for you about him is a winner. Get the guy around our guys. Team about that. For this. Here we go, guys. My next question, guys, or my next play, guy, is about Savzila, a playmaker. And what is a playmaker? But is a playmaker is the guy can distribute the puck. Is the guy can see other things on the ice. Does the right play. But you, fans, right? All the people in Montreal tell to Slafkovsky to shoot the puck in the net. That's what the people said to him. Shoot the puck, shoot the puck, shoot the puck. The mom at Slafkovsky told him to shoot the puck. The dad told him to shoot the puck. You have only one person told him, don't shoot the puck. Is his teammate Nick Suzuki. Nick Suzuki told him to be a playmaker. So he told him always to evaluate his best option on every play. So pass the puck or shoot the puck. But don't try to shoot the puck because the people tell you to shoot the puck. And Slafkovsky said, I need to listen to my captain. He's the only one told me, and he's smarter to everybody else. So Slafkovsky decides, so you know what? I need to learn to get option passing and not only shooting a puck. And that's happening on that play, guys. Remember that play here? Look this one. He could also shoot the puck over there. But look what he saw. He saw Suzuki on that side and boom, at the goal over there. This is called a playmaker. And this what you need with a Montreal Canadiens. That's what now he becomes Slafkovsky. He become a playmaker with a Montreal Canadiens because he knows he don't have to shoot the puck all the time. You have to take the right decision to do what you need to do to become a playmaker in NHL. The guy sponge all the information left and right. The guy learn every single day. He wants to become the best of the best. And he's really demanding on himself. Look his reaction when he sent the puck on Carlson and not in the net. He slapped his stick on the board. You love his passion through him right now. He feels confident about himself. Yeah, no doubt he can become a solid player in the NHL. But Suzuki and Martin Saint-Louis teach him to become a playmaker in NHL, not a shooter to score goal only. So what happening behind that is the philosophy of Montreal Canadiens is always looking for all the options you have. One option, two options, three options, four options. And to get those options is your teammate need to open up to be at the right spot to get a puck. And to be a playmaker, you have to distribute the puck or you have to take the right decision for the benefit or the best of the situation for every play happening on the ice, with, without the puck. And that's what now Slafkovsky need to become a playmaker around the Montreal Canadiens. And that's what he got advised on the bench by his captain, Nick Suzuki, constantly. To have an opportunity to play with Caulfield and Suzuki, Slafkovsky elevate his game in the last couple of weeks and months now with the Montreal Canadiens by the fact like yeah, 1% believe of Slafkovsky. Many of us, right, and many people want to return Slafkovsky and Laval. Yeah, one guy stepped up. It was his coach, Martin Saint-Louis. He said no, he was still around here because he still believe on him. And the fact his teammate believe on this guy. And the fact that Slafkovsky did not stop to work by his work ethic, his responsibility, his maturity, and the way he want to become with his passion, his motivation to become better, right? And that's what he become with Slafkovsky. And at 19 years old, to live in Montreal, to be a first overall pick, and to be accept the pressure you got, but to be on his own bubble with the right people, surround himself with Adam Nicola, and those people around him make him who he become today. We have to give credit for Slafkovsky. But for me, Slafkovsky become a playmaker with the Montreal Canadiens. That's the most important things, in my opinion. And that's the reason he become who he is right now. That's the reason he have success right now with the Montreal Canadiens, because it's not about scoring goal. It's about to make the play the best for the Montreal Canadiens at that situation with his teammate on the ice. So that's the reason I want to share today the Juraj Slafkovský playmaker. And I think that will be benefit not only for Slafkovsky, but also for the Montreal Canadiens and the future with the Montreal Canadiens. I know that a lot of stuff's going on here. But tonight, before I leave, I will say I think Slafkovsky is a power forward. He is more of a snapper, the playmaker. Have a good night for you on that one. For that, agriculture people need to chill about him. Ain't a shooter. First, has been said this for month. Marco, I'm sorry about this. Sanko Vegas next year to remplace Marchessault. Luc Lafortune, great advice by the captain. Slafkovsky Hawkinson is elite. Great point about this. This is another thing I did not mention too much, Gary, and I'm glad you're sharing with us, Gary. Yes, his vision, his Hawkinson is a high level, Gary. Great point. Mr. Good, Nicolas de Gobi-Bono is in the house. Welcome back, Nicolas. Merci d'être avec nous ce soir. Petit 15-20 minutes for that. This is just an example of how talented Slafkovsky is. Patrick Leblanc, I agree with you. What I like about Slafkovsky is that he did not care if he was the first overall pick, but the best of the draft. Great point about him. Sponge Slav, look la person, Slav has a ton of potential. Randy, I agree with you about that. I've been said since he was drafted, he will get way more assists goal for Marco Larabi. Yes, you did it. That's just have to stop making that's like cerebral player is instinct or well above the pack. Technically, is a first line exercise a proper judgment with a pocket. Caulfield is more a snapper and is showing that all three can easily score if you set up properly. Making player think too much on the ice, let them play. Slafkovsky will never be as good, but he can be someone he can set up a play, a score for that one. Hog, Patrick, that's the opposite of what Martin does. He wants players to make it read. Good point. He teaches a player a bit, not overload them. We deflate that one. Martin was clearly overloading him, and Sakizi was played with too much doubt. We can solely see now Kasaki is not thinking much on the ice. Player to beat themselves and make a good choice. That's why he did not want to initial instant system and confine players. Evidence point to the opposite, Marco. Except the X-Men in our top. Really look. Il y a un déclic assez clair avec ça depuis le mois de décembre, Marco, for that one over there. I like a great point about this one, guys. I will move on for my next subject tonight. I think it's a great one. But all the stuff, guys, Martin Saint-Louis is the leader for the Montreal Canadiens, in my opinion. He's the one making big friends in the Montreal Canadiens. My question, the pool, tonight or at 10 o'clock, right now, it's open now. My question is to rank Martin Saint-Louis, guys, from 1 to 10. 1 is the worst, 10 is the great. How do you rank Martin Saint-Louis' performance behind the bench with the Montreal Canadiens since he got his job with the Montreal Canadiens? 1 the worst, 10 is the great. Give me a number of that one and give me the reason behind that. And this is my poll question I have on I do every single day at 10 o'clock p.m. I make a question. Sometimes I'm behind because I have to finish the game, but we got about 600, 700 now. That's pretty cool to see that. But what would be your rank about Martin Saint-Louis? Because Martin Saint-Louis does a lot of things behind the scenes. You see Martin Saint-Louis at the bench, behind the bench. And some of you guys said, I want Martin Saint-Louis to be more involved or more excited, or I don't know how you call it, like to be like scream or to be more energetic, everything like that. A coach, guys, behind the bench, he should cross his arm and close his eyes because he should not coach behind the bench. The players should know already what he practices. They should know what to do. That's my philosophy as a coach. The practice is where the game are for the coach. The game is just only the game. The players should apply what they learn during the week. And he's just there to just drive the boat. And that's it. That's why he should be a coach during the game. But I want to go a little bit deeper about Martin Saint-Louis. And at 10:30, guys, this is my big question of the night at 10:30. So we're about 6-7 minutes talking about Martin Saint-Louis for that one. Every player have a calling, a floor. That's where Martin Saint-Louis come in. Every player have a ceiling as a floor. That's where Martin Saint-Louis come in. With Patrick, more to do with confidence and rep that Martin gave him less direction. I think Alex Burrows deserve some apologize. Send in the power play is on well sent to pick someone else. Look, go with 7-7 in our top. One is the coach, is the leader of any team. The team is on serious trouble. I disagree with you about this hug. Completely disagree with you. The leader should be by the coach. If you don't lead the team have no leader. The coach have to lead the team all the way. He lead by example. He show up at the morning, early morning. He bring everything around the team. He sell the team, the system, the plan, the template to the team, right? And he sacrificed everything for the team. He show if you have no leader, if you top of the boat or the driver of the bus of the boat, whatever you want to call it, is not a leader, but you are in the trouble. It's completely the opposite of the team. Argue about that. It's like the CEO of the company. If your CEO is not a leader, not going to work. It starts from the top to the bottom. And the 7.7 add to access expectation overall ranking. Yes, Marco. 7 point with Luc Laportine. 6 at the Scotty Bowman. For that, triple W 5. I love Saint Louis, but it's almost impossible to evaluate on his game coaching because he is risklessly and off by the management. 8 to 10. I disagree. He's not off that way. Price is right. Trick. Look. I gave a 6.57 is a very good development a player to become professional, but lack of the bit strategic experience helping the player to understand the game. Over or under look at exact. Bowen was not a leader. The Habs being Red Wings, it was the coach. We can absolutely see Gassenoué bowling from the inside sometimes because he has to go war with spoon. Patrick. Maurice Robillard, I gave him a 6.5. He still had a lot to figure out strategy-wise until reacting until the game is played. About this, the leadership should come from the coach first, Zeph. 7.5 for the psychology strength, William, and the room walking his way up to Cooper, who is one of the best. Player take on the image of the coach, so if the coach is the leader, then the team would be a leader. And that was my point to argue. Nothing against him, but that was my point. With the roster has been provided, I think he deserves 8 for keeping the team working and showing up at most of the game. Great point about that. Nick is back in the house, Chicago, overly done well. At this stage, it will not be evaluated a specific threat. I will give him a 7 on 10. But as we come with a package, knowledge, experience, or the dream to having for that. Chicago, everything but that. So I got all the template, guys. So here's the point behind that. Why you have to love Martin Saint-Louis? I can't wait someone going to tell me on my comments, on my question, fire Martin Saint-Louis or one for the worst. I can't wait to see that because I want to have facts behind that. So, Martin Saint-Louis, right? A coach, it's not only about coaching at the game. You have more behind. It's communication. How much you love your players. How much you care about your players. How you helping the players. How you sell your plan. Right? How the player buy in. How the player want to go to the war together. To build that locker room together. As a brother. Relationship. Friendship. Connection. Chemistry. Passion. Perseverance. Patience. Progression. I can go praxis. I can go all the way. My 7P, right? So, Martin Saint-Louis, when you show up in Montreal again, you need to prove different things. He took Michael Peseta, example. When he was held to scratch, he practiced with him, right? Take 20 minutes after that. Michael Peseta, I'm talking about. Not talking about Nick Suzuki right now. Michael Peseta. And then Martin Saint-Louis show him a play on video. So Peseta, he took the puck, put the puck on the glass, and the puck go over the defenseman, he dumped the puck. So he asked Peseta, what do you think about that play? Well, he said, I did pretty good. I did what they asked me to do, to dump the puck over, and I get the puck out of the play, out of the zone, and I can go back on the bench, whatever it was happening. So Martin Saint-Louis respond to him. He said, the play you did right now is only to survive to stay in NHL. If you want to live in NHL, to stay in NHL, you need to learn other options around that. If you only does the automatic easy play, you're going to survive in NHL. But if you want to be in NHL and living in NHL, you need to learn to have other options with the puck. At that moment, Peseta realized it was his first time someone teach him and show to him other option he can get with the puck. And that's what Martin Saint-Louis is special as a coach. Martin Saint-Louis teach the game for what the game tell him what he should do. Martin Saint-Louis, that's what he developed with Slafkovsky. That's what he developed with each one of them to become a better hockey players. What he did with Cole Caulfield, he's told us all the time, Marco told us all the time, I don't want to show him how to score. He already know. But I want to Cole Caulfield become a 200 hockey players. He want to teach Slafkovsky to become a better playmaker. He want to develop Suzuki to see all the options around him to be a driver for that team. And I can go all along that way with there. And that's what Martin Saint-Louis bring on the table. But those conversations and those stuff like that are not on the public. All those stuff are not mentioned. And that's the reason Josh Anderson, many players for the Montreal Canadiens always said, I love to play for Marty. Because Marty bring another dimension on the table. Is it perfect? No. Is it have a lot to learn about the game? Yes. Example, take a timeout. Remove the goaltender, the right situation, right? Make some change on the fly when you see a team that's struggle. Change the lineup, change the players on the one line to other line. Modification, right? I would call this management the game. You need to improve. This comes with time. But you talk about a mindset of the coaching, the mentality to become a great hockey coach, how you carry on yourself to be a leader around the team, how you motivate your player to become and to show up every single day with consistency, with win the day. This is what is John Cooper. Those kind of players, the coach, have a great and another sense of what it takes to be a team together. And Martin Saint-Louis, he has it. Martin Saint-Louis take time to evaluate each players, to give time for each players to learn to become better. Whatever is Michael Peseta to all the way to the best for Nick Suzuki example. And Martin Saint-Louis, for me, is that the key of the Montreal Canadiens' success in the future. You can give him any players. It will try to make them better. And you can see around the team, he has a successful about 90% around for each player step up better hockey player under Martin Saint-Louis. Whatever you consider Josh Anderson is not better, the game of Josh Anderson is better as a player. Now, he had to execute, but he learned to understand to slow the game. It's not going to be always to be fast. But you cannot change the iron hands of Josh Anderson, obviously. It is what it is. Look the game of Mike Madison. All of you said Mike Madison is not good. All of you said Mike Madison should not. You have to understand sometimes players elevate their game and they become better. Martin Saint-Louis gave that chance to Mike Madison to understand what you need to do. Is it perfect? No. But it's better. Look Montembeault. Look Caden Coley. Look Kovacevic. Justin Barron back in Laval. But Justin Barron under Martin Saint-Louis become a better hockey player. You can go with that. And that's what Martin Saint-Louis bring on the Montreal Canadiens. That's the reason why Montreal are in good hands right now. He's not the only one, but he's the one who run everything around him. Everybody surround him around Martin Saint-Louis. And that's why I was disagreeing with Hulk when he said he's not a leader. For me, he need to be a leader. He need to lead the ship all the way to the end. Guys, to win the Stanley Cup is a journey. It's a journey. This is the end, the Stanley Cup. Before that, right, this is your destination of the Montreal Canadiens and maybe in 28 and 29. But The journey, this was the most important thing, is the journey. It's every single day. It's learning, progressing, developing, improvement. And that's what the Montreal apply every single day. And I'm going to tell you one more thing. I don't know if you won championship before, but if you win championship, right, it's a lack of celebration of about a couple hours after the game. 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever it is, right? It's a small time of celebration. It took hours and hours and days and months and years to go all the way there. And those hours you make between to go from the beginning to the end, this is what the most important joy, relationship, friendship, and build together chemistry. If you don't have the right leader between the start to the end, you're never going to make it. You have to believe, you have to trust, you have to respect. And those culture the Montreal Canadiens bring on the table are built by Ken Hughes, Jeff Gordon, and Martin Saint-Louis. It takes time to become a winner. And you maybe never win the end, but you can become better if you apply those requirements to be a solid team and to be successful in life. I just want to give you my point about Martin Saint-Louis tonight. Again, what is my rank for Martin Saint-Louis? I would give him, honestly, 8.5. You still have to learn about my management. You can give him 8 if you want to, right? But for me, that's what he brings on the table. And Montreal is better with Martin Saint-Louis than anybody else, in my opinion. He seems to be now been overrated. He's now been overrated. About that doesn't play around. I love Martin Saint-Louis, but just said Martin show confidence on his players, and that make a huge difference in the play. Torrent more experience. Look now, Torrent is managing Frost, one of the Flyers' top prospect, Morgan Frost and Marco. About that, guys, Torrent play Poland, who Evans beat for a spot in ad lineup. Canadiens a wing fan at the solo game last Octopus on the ice after they hit the overtime winner. Here we go. Madison is great. Trouble. Happy Monday. Mr. Smoke is back in the house. Mais je dirais pas. Non, pas ça. Do you agree with Doc and you hook would have 10 more points? I don't know the number of the point, look, but I can definitely tell you you're going to have a better year for that. Pearson and Gallagher on his second power play. He had no choice right now. For us, a 25-minute game last. Nico, peut-être tu vas voir Bergeron à Columbus. For us, America, a team voluntary addressing only 3 centers. Martin ever have to play with only 3 centers. Marcus had to play with Evans for a second center. He had to get in 3 goalie rotation. Martin had to deal with the Kirby line of the center. Martin Saint-Louis had to 800. That's a part of the rebuilding, Patrick. That's simple. That's rebuilding. So you have to go through this process, but him, it's not. He does not care. You have to move on, and you have to use what he has. It does not stop him. Give him players, he will do the best he can with that team. That's what Martin Saint-Louis is. Of course, if Tyler can get a fully on the playoff spot, the lineup should not Martin have the add closer. Not really about that, Marco. 7 steady development and make a mistake, yet a great start power. Martin is in the game has a very high standpoint. He's only had for 5 the players, but he is substitutable. About this one, through Zep, who can Zep, Montreal did not get the players won't move in. Montreal won a higher anglophone coach, example, Torah and Stan. I can see Montreal become more totally like it, but with more teaching, Kirby Dach his reps. Correct question is way to try way to about that one. Marco, you missed it by a question, Coach. If Total can get play on the playoff spot on the roster, should Emerson have the same ab closer? Uh, it's not the same way, Marco. Um, First, the lineup of the Flowers is better compared to Montreal Canadiens. I will have to look about how many rookies they have, right? Because if you look about the defense right away, right? The defense, uh, Walker, right there, big defenseman over there. Um, Now I know they have Cam York and Trey Saddle now. Ristonanen is one other one over there. I missed one. I can't remember. Oh, Sanham. That's another one. They are more depth inside of that team compared to Montreal Canadiens, in my opinion. Sean Couturier, right there. Konechny, Cam Elkidson. They are more depth, in my opinion. So for me, and then the division of the Metropolitan compared to the division Atlantic is not the same. So um, it's hard to compare that way for that. Uh, do Flyers lost the top center or the top forward, Marco, and the injury you talk about for the Flyers? Who was the Flyers are out right now? Let's see the Flyers right now. So they don't have any injuries right now, the Flyers. Rand Ellis is the only one, right? Uh, they have Sanam, Ristonanen, Walker, Max Stahl, Zähler. So you look about the defensemen, they have a 123 years old and 121 years old on the top six. On forward, they have 31, 34, 26, 123, 124, 322, and 1 5, and then we have 1 and 24. So his roster is more experienced overall. And I don't consider a 25 years old anymore as I should not consider 24 years old, by the way, for that part, for Marco. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to finish this one on that one tonight. We're going to get a little bit earlier tonight, if you don't mind. This is a big question of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? And 2024-25 and October season, next season, what do you do with Slafkovsky? Do you keep Slafkovsky with Caulfield and Suzuki, or you split and you bring back Slafkovsky with Kirby Dach? You have it. I want to know your answer tonight. Do you keep Slafkovsky on the first line, or you have two solid duo, Slafkovsky and Dach together, and Caulfield and Suzuki together? Leon Trosadol play second line. Connor McDavid play first line. Sidney Crosby play first line. Malkin play second line. They build duo. Jack Wanzel with Crosby. Zach Hyman with McDavid. So, John Tavares, William Nylander. I can go on all the way like that. Do you put all your eggs on the same line and you don't have anything for Dach? Or you split and you share two solid lines together to play against other team? Here we go. Let's see what we got here. For that, I went up to St. Louis and that one. Sharks, welcome back, by the way. Let's go. Slafkovsky, second line, Nicola. Keep Slafkovsky on first line and I tap Anderson first line, Nicola. We heard him out. Nako. Second line, Roy, Dach, and Langstrom. White Chen and winning a Formula Look. Put Slafkovsky with Dach, Gary Connoyer. Good question, Triple W. What is a Laval, Nicolas? What about Caulfield and Dach and then ski with Slafkovsky? Patrick, um, it's just like Dach was played well with Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky was played with Dach, and that was the last year. That's what he did. Caulfield and Suzuki about that. Depend if you got good top 8 players. Slafkovsky with Dach on second AK. New Hook and Dach and good pair. Luc Lafortune. Good point, Léon Renault. Slafkovsky chemistry is looking very good right now. Again, Patrick, I not say you're wrong. I just, at the end of the day, you keep all together first line, Patrick, or you split for the second line. Nicolas de Goubin, not next year. New Hope, Dach, third line, Nicolas. I want my answer. I don't know. It depends what they do this summer, Marco. Marco, last night you said no. Oh, no, yesterday, Marco, you said, Marco said yesterday, we want to change the line now and we have a good line or something like that. Yes, next year, what is a Laval development for that? I leave Caulfield, Slafkovsky together alone and make David Trussalo play together more often not the last 9 years for that. Depending what was as you can get. You are free, Léon Renault. I could give Caulfield to Dach Patrick Leblanc for that one over there. Again, this is a kind of decision Martin Sault will have to face next year. I understand, right? And would be interesting to see what is going to move. So it was a quick question, but I think it's a great conversation you can get in the living room for a long time to figure out everything about that. Dan Asham is in the house. Welcome back, my friend. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. Hopefully doing well, you and Colette. Don't forget to click on the likes. Marco, reality is that the line will move around. The good news is that we have a line that will no works. You can always run it and need it. Yes, I agree with you about that, Marco, for sure. On this one, I'll go that one. There's one. There you go. I would like to know, guys. I did not set up the line for that, but what will be your third line for the Montreal Canadiens? If you have to thinking in the future, who do you see as a third line with the Montreal Canadiens? And I will say to you, in 2026, 2027, not next year, right? Maybe the following year, but I'm not sure it'll be ready. But the next 3 years, what would be a great complementary top 9 for the Montreal Canadiens on the third line? And maybe you can see a player from other organizations, but who would you like or you feel Montreal have already in the organization could be a good third line with the Montreal Canadiens? Could make a big impact on the standing for the Montreal and maybe play a big role during the playoff. We know that the champion of the Stanley Cup always have a bottom 6 perform. You can go with Nick Paul. You can go with Yannick Gors, the Coleman, the Goodrow, and then with the Vegas Golden Knight, the Avalanche, that third line, right? Perform for them all the time. You can go all the way. The Pittsburgh and the past, and those third line are important. Who do you feel Montreal should have at that kind of year? What you feel going to be a very good team? Nicolas, ça compte pas, Nicolas, dans son cas, parce qu'il y a already un contrat avec Laval, Nicolas, avec le Montréal Canadien, donc ça compte pas. Ça compte seulement pour le junior, Nicolas, qui peut retourner dans le junior. Donc, si tu vas jouer à Laval, la 11e partie, ça compte pas pendant tout, Nicolas. My name was Slafkovsky was built and the tab of the play with Nick and Cole. Don't get again the sense, coach, about that. If you remove Slafkovsky, Garfield will struggle. And at that, what do you think of the Women Professional Hockey League? Au cas, c'est vraiment le 10e match for that RDP. Right back Mézard. Interesting, Hulk. Right now, Owen Beckett, right wing, nobody, left wing, nobody. I would take 4 or 5 years to find someone like when I have nothing there. No problem, Nicolas. What Beckett, Marco? I disagree, Patrick, about that. I think Montreal have a lot more bottom 6 players at the top 6 players. That's what they have, Patrick. Roy is not a third line type, Marco. Roy Beck Byfield. Here we go. He got it. Donc, le rapport de contrat d'entrée n'existe plus dans son cas, si j'ai bien compris. Oui, c'est en plein ça, Nicolas. La plus belle exemple, Nicolas, que tu vas comprendre, c'est seulement appliqué pour les joueurs juniors qui peuvent retourner dans le junior, comme Philippe Mézard, exemple. C'est un bon exemple de Philippe Mézard. C'est la même chose avec Juraj Slafkovský. Mais quand tu ne joues plus dans le junior, la 10e partie, ça ne compte pas pantoute. Ouais, a second line, winger, and a top. Byfield is the first liner, Patrick. For that one. It's funny because, Patrick, I don't see this anymore. Your third line as a grinder. I see more like a 4 line. I think your third line have to be better players, skill-wise, talent-wise. Now, if the player brings some kind of grids, that are helping you. But we don't know if we can get those kind of players. Or Montreal, I don't know if Florent Jekai could be a third line, right? This is one asset Joshua Roy need to bring on his table. You know, we talk about Justin Barron. He need to be more physical. I would say to you, Joshua Roy, if he want to have a good career in NHL, he had the talent to put a puck in the net. He had the talent to make a playmaker in NHL. He can pass the puck. He have a hockey sense. He have good vision. But Joshua Roy need to improve his battle 1 versus 1, his physicality of the game. He will come with time, possible. But if he have to be a good hockey player in NHL, he need to improve that area of the game, exactly like Justin Barron, in my opinion, for Joshua Roy. Scott Ludden, they are not asking a lot, LDP. Kessel was not a third-line player either, but he did it and won the backup cups. Yeah, that's why I have it with Roy and Becca. Depend who develop it. Could be Dach, maybe. Remember, Keslav, Perry, and Penner, third line for Anaheim. They won the cup, Gary. En gros, on va brûler une année. Ben, ça vient automatiquement, Nicolas, anyway. Même s'il resterait à Laval, ça brûlerait son année, Nicolas. Cassel did not play a single game for Vegas in the playoff. Not sure is the reason why they got a cup. No, Gary, the third line was Niedermeyer, Moen and the Sweden guy. I forgot that. Because it was first line, Marco. Yeah. You cannot responsible on your third line. Example, Jordan Stahl. So, fini. Ça finit. Oui, mon Nicolas, on est rendu là. We need three balance line. Castle play third line playoff at 26 innings, major reason. Banquet won the back-to-back cup. Okay. I agree with you about this, Hulk, about this. You know, when you think about the Vegas last year, think about Chandler Stephenson, William Carlson. You know, he was used as the second center, the third center for that. And yeah, Roy as the fourth line on the fourth center. You know, you guys, sometimes you talk to me or you talk in the chat like, Montreal should not pick that players and like Louis Leblanc and did not pick Chris Grader. And a couple of years ago, Montreal Canadiens could select Nicolas Roy, the 6'4", have an amazing great junior, 176 points the last 2 years on the junior, and he's jumping on is it Velmeljo or Velmeljo? Oh my God, Lucas Vilmeljo or Vilmego. Anyhow, I forgot his name, his last name. I screw his name and he skip on him. Have you been to St. Louis before, Sharks? Yeah, I've been there. Paulson, possible. What your choice, coach? For me, third line. I know I'm going to be crazy here, but Owen Beck, Philippe Mazar. I hope, I hope, I hope Jakai could be there. Florent Jakai. Now, I'm going to give you a long shot. I know it's going to be crazy. Jared Davidson. I don't know why I'm stuck with him all the time. Could be wrong here, but I feel like Jared Davidson could be a player. Now we talk about player we have under our hands, right? We don't take a players like, and maybe trade for someone to get there. We're just talking about what we have for that. Mezar third line brings speed. He brings quality offensive side. Owen Beck bring your 200 game, and a Jacky or a Davidson, a puck retriever, a hunter, a chaser with physicality. I think that would be the kind of players. Now, Jacky will be a skate. Will be very important about that. But that would be a team, a kind of player I was looking for. I hope they can get there for that. I can't imagine that Flame could get for him at deadline. Stevenson is UFA next year. Yes, he is, Marco. Coleman for Calgary, AK. Here we go, a triple. Better my English about this was in mine. That's who I am in Leon. Florent is developing very nicely. It become a beast and a top. Yes, he's doing very well, guys. The Jakar, he have a what? He has like so when they won the Stanley Cup, guys, Geslav, Perry, Selani, the first line. They have the center Paulson, right? Play there. Niedermeyer. And then you have Penner, Moen, McDonald. Chris Kunitz was there, guys. Todd Marchand was there too. So they are the best. The Marco, it was really like Paulson over there. Both brother Niedermeyer. Kapanen is the one we have to look about this for sure. Si Montreal sign him, maybe Lake Tag, third line, or second, third years. Have a difficult time, Hook, about him. The reason why he's already 23 years old now. I don't want to give up on him, but I don't see him to sign somewhere else. I'm going to sign him. Moen, yes, he was Travis Moen. At that age, he was 24 years old at that age, like Dustin Penner. 48-point Marchand from Dallas. No, it's Todd Marchand, or Marchand. And then you talk about Marchand AK. Brad May. May Day was there with Giga. Josh Parros was there. Play with them. Sean Thornton. Who remembers Sean Thornton? Brad May has 29 minutes of penalty. 37 minutes of penalty for Perry and 39 for Rob Niedermeyer. Was a good team. Wasn't a bad team. A lot of grits in that team for sure. I have a good time for everybody on that one for that. Papier Sablé on 2006. Yes, Patrick, you need some Papier Sablé at that time. Doc is 23. Turn 22 next week or next 2 weeks for Doc. Look, Doc 22. Here we go. Let's conclude the show tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. We go around again. I should be a day off tomorrow night, guys. I will take a day off. Busy during the day, and then I have to do some other things. So possible, check your notification. If I'm back, you're going to check. If not, I will be a day off. Not sure, not guarantee. You never know. I'm going to wake up for that. Be back there Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it will be my first day off in the last 2 weeks, by the way. So we'll see what's happening, guys. But we want to thank Moderator in our tap. I think he was the only one tonight on the show tonight. We appreciate that in our tap to be with us. Other people in the chat, thanks so much to chatting with me. I appreciate that. We appreciate all of you. Don't forget to click on like before we leave. We appreciate that you know who you are. And then we want to remind everybody, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, you have greatness inside of you. What a pleasure for me to entertain you for at least 2 hours together. You make that channel so much better. Without you, it would be impossible for the growth of the Hockey Nation. We want to thank everybody, but before we leave, we want to say one more thing. Be well, be healthy. Find a way not only to donate your day, but find a way to donate the first half of what? Your 2024. What a great night we have together. And of course, we want to remind you one more thing. The Hockey Nation Show and the Habs Nation Podcast want to tell you one more thing. We love you people. Have an amazing, great night. Sweet dream. I can wait you next time. Until then, enjoy the week. You're welcome, everybody. Thanks again. That was a great, everybody. And I can wait to enjoy the rest of your week, everybody. And remember, life is short. And fulfill every single day of your life. Thanks so much, everybody. See you next time, Nicolas. Ready? Booyah!